Good morning and welcome to the James Cook vlog. Today I've got a new little product that I'm sort of giving a test. Now I bought this, so it's, you know, bought and paid for, but I do quite like it. And I found out about this fancy little device from my friend Mark over here, who is very good at finding awesome gadgets, I've realised. Look what I bought. You recognise that?
I'm an expensive man to know.
Yes, well, it was a handy piece of advice.
They are really good.
Yep.
They are really good. One button you can do your Tesla tyres. One button you can do your bike tyres.
Yep.
Brilliant.
I haven't actually used it yet, though.
Is it charged?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pull it out, make sure you've got the right valve attachment.
Well, these are all shaders. I won't buy anything without a shader because quite honestly...
The adapter unscrews off the end of it.
Sorry?
There's two adapters.
Yeah, they're not on. So the first thing it'll do is tell me what the pressure is. We're hoping. Okay, so we're only on 52, that's no good. And then press in the middle to go.
Press the middle to go, yeah.
And then you just leave it to do its thing. Feels really good quality for something that only costs £40.
It's the same people who do the M365.
Yes.
Show me.
So here's the thing about that bike pump. Seems like a fantastic bit of kit. I'm so pleased Mark pointed it out to me. And part of the reason why I'm so pleased is because on my Tesla, and I was just talking to Mark a minute ago and he said also he had a similar thing with his, one of the tyres loses pressure over about 3 sort of months or so, tends to get down to about 38 psi when it should be 45, and then I have to pump them all up. And of course, because I have the older Tesla, it doesn't actually tell me which tyre is low on pressure, so I have to go round and do all 4 of them, which when you've got to sort of plug it in and it's like maybe it's raining a bit and you're kind of in a bit of a it's just this is definitely a vastly superior solution to the problem of keeping tyres properly inflated. And when it comes to bicycles, which one of the things I love about a Tesla is you can sling all manner of stuff in the back of it, including a bunch of bicycles, so you can come and have a nice cycle around the lake. But I always like to have those tyres fully inflated, because when they're at real sort of 100% max pressure that they can be at, so on my bike that would be 65 psi, what that means is that the tyre is very hard, and it will tend to break, say, a little wooden thorn, rather than let that thorn push in through the rubber and cause a puncture. I hate punctures. I hate punctures on everything. It's actually really annoying to me that technology hasn't moved forwards enough that we can't have airless tyres sort of everywhere. And obviously, I don't know if it's the cost or the manufacturing or whatever it is, or maybe air is just good enough, so there's no point putting any more thought to it. Punctures are an issue. And also, while we're on the subject, I had 21-inch wheels on there last year, and those tyres seem to lose pressure quicker than the standard 19s. And I don't know why that is, but tyre pressure is an important thing to have right, not just for bicycles, but obviously for cars as well, because it means you've got the proper manufacturer assigned amount of grip for when you want to go round a corner or encounter rain or anything like that. So yeah, this device is a great shout. It does have its limitations, so it's got presets for things like bicycles and cars and stuff like that, but you can't change what the presets are. You can obviously manually dial the target pressure up and down to your heart's desire, So it's just maybe slightly more of a faff than if you could actually edit what those presets were. This is actually made by Show Me, I believe, which is the electric scooter company that do the M365. Nice little scooter. Mark had one a while ago, he liked it an awful lot. I mean, I don't go down the scooter route, but I do have a skateboard with little pneumatic wheels, and they need to be pumped up to 35 psi. Again, it's a bit of a hassle with a manual pump. There's no doubt about it. This thing is great. I think that's all I wanted to say on that. Time to get back to the fun. In life, nothing is perfect, and that is certainly the case for this little mobile pump. Chief among its drawbacks is the fact that it doesn't have a proper power gauge, which means you can't tell whether it's just about to run out of power or you've got enough power to do all four wheels on your car. Which means if you don't have another pump in the car, you might find yourself in a situation where you've got to wait for the thing to charge in order to get back on the road, which is not ideal. I mean, it does sort of have a battery gauge. There's a light on the bottom and it goes orange and flashes when you're running out of power, but I would prefer something a bit more sort of, at least a sort of a 4-light system. So that I do think is probably its biggest drawback. In terms of advantages, it's light, it can do up to 150 psi, so pretty much any bike or car tyre that you can imagine. And this is the number one thing. I mean, this basically gets it sort of excused from all flaws as far as I'm concerned. It's only £40. So for the convenience and the speed of use, it seems like such a no-brainer, and I am extremely happy with it. The build quality seems very good, and Mark has had it for 6 months, so you know, he's used it a lot on a lot of different things. I've had it for about 6 minutes, but it's so far so good. Now I've got to pack the bikes back into the car and we're going to head on home. It's been a fun day. We've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it interesting and informative. I will put a link to this pump on Amazon, on my Amazon affiliates page, down in the description should you want to sort of check it out for yourself. I do recommend it. I think it's a great piece of kit for anyone who's got to pump up bike tyres or Tesla tyres or any kind of tyre, quite frankly. With that, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. There's going to be some exciting stuff coming up. That is the plan, now that we've sort of got out of this lockdown phase that we've all been in. And remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you don't already. And I will see you in the next episode of my vlog. Bye! Do me a favour and just pass me the coffee. It is. I found out about this nice little. Now, here's the thing about that bike pump. Nothing is perfect. The bike pump or car pump. I tell you what, let's just do this again. We'll call this the outtake.